Hey guys, so I wanted to show the winner of the giveaway first and foremost in today's video before we get into the regular video. So it is just about 12 o'clock and we are about to pick the winner. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick the winner. So I went ahead and highlighted the URL, and I had found this website not too long ago because it just does random comments. Okay, load comments. And there we go. Okay, so that is the video name, and there was 1,337 comments, so we're gonna go ahead and pick the winner. Okay, so Sarah Chopin. I love pouring them and mixing fragrance oils. Thanks so much for all you do. Sarah Elizabeth Murph, you are the winner. Yay! A huge congratulations to you, Sarah, for winning this fragrance oil and handmade candle from me giveaway. I really appreciate everybody entering, and I loved reading all of your comments on why you guys love candle making. And please don't be upset if you didn't win this giveaway. I will be doing more giveaways in the future because this is really fun. So I really appreciate all of you who participated and all of you who entered. And again, a huge congratulations to you, Sarah. So now we are going to get into today's video, and keep in mind, you guys, I actually filmed this video at 6 o'clock this morning, so my energy level wasn't really up to par as how it usually is, but regardless, I hope you guys still enjoy this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica and I make videos all about making and selling candles. If you guys are interested in checking out what my Etsy shop looks like, or if you want to see any of my merch designs, you guys can check out the first links in the description box below. But today's video is going to be a pretty quick and straightforward video for those of you that are a little bit confused on how to find the fill weight or the net weight or what exactly that means when it comes to candle making. So we are going to go over the top tips and exactly what that means with a visual demonstration for you so you can visually see, because I'm a visual learner, so I like to show things visually. So hopefully you guys by the end of this video will have a better understanding on how to find the net weight of a candle. So real fast before I get into the visual demonstration, I just wanted to go over some top tips, things that you need to know most importantly when it comes to finding the net weight of a candle. So the first thing, and probably the most important thing that you need to know when it comes to making candles, is that when you are purchasing jars, the ounces that they are selling that jar as is the fluid ounces in water that that jar can hold. So for instance, we're gonna be working with these 8-ounce tins. Love working with these tins, but these are 8-ounce tins. That does not make it an 8-ounce candle. So what exactly that means is that when water is filled up all the way to the brim on this tin, it's 8 fluid ounces of water. That's all that that means. So when you are finding the net weight, just keep in mind that this will not be an 8-ounce candle. It will be whatever weight of wax can fit inside of this candle. Now, bouncing off of that, the second thing is that the number and ounces that you can fill up in weight of wax inside of this tin will never exceed the fluid ounces volume that this can hold. So for instance, this is an 8-ounce tin. Your candle weight will never be 8 ounces or above. It just will not happen. It can't happen. So for instance, this could be a 4-ounce candle or a 5.5-ounce candle, but it can never be a 10-ounce candle. The third thing to know is that water actually weighs more than wax. So if you guys are using water for these calculations, you will be off when it comes to actually making your candle with wax. So I always recommend to use wax to be able to figure out your calculations. Now, I know that there's a lot of mathematical equations that you can do to convert the weight of water into the weight of wax that you need, and down in the description box below, I will link Jeff Stanley's video where he goes over that. I personally don't do that, but I know that there is a way to do it. So if you guys are interested in just using water and doing an equation to figure out the answer, then you guys can check out his video in the description box below. Now, when you guys are trying to measure out the wax to be able to fit into this container, what I recommend to do if you guys have no idea where to start, okay, so you're saying this is not gonna be an 8-ounce candle. Well, when I'm trying to pour in the wax, how much wax weight should I be measuring out? So what I recommend to do is just measure out the amount of whatever the liquid volume of your tin is. So for instance, I'm going to measure out 8 ounces of wax, knowing that not all of it is going to fit in here, but I can kind of play around with it and be able to have that liquid wax instead of having a shortage of it and not being able to fill it up enough, having to go melt down more wax. So it's just easier to be prepared, and especially since you're just going to be pouring the wax back into the pitcher. So it's just kind of an easy number to go off of. And a question that I get all the time from you guys, and I totally understand, is that when you are measuring out your wax, should it be in a solid state or a liquid state? It doesn't matter. It will weigh the exact same whether it is in a solid state or a completely liquid state. Also, last thing to mention before we get into the demonstration is that when you guys are trying to find out the fill weight and you guys are going to be pouring wax into whatever jar vessel that you're going to be using, you don't have to worry about using fragrance oil at that point. Fragrance oil comes in later. You have to find the net weight first, and then you can do the calculations to figure out how much fragrance oil to use. A lot of people are thinking, okay, well, the difference in weight of the fragrance oil and the wax, I haven't had any issues. I don't know if anybody else has had any issues. You can just use liquid wax and you'll be fine to find the net weight. So I went ahead and just measured out 8 ounces of wax and then melted it down. I took a video before and after that you guys will see in a moment, just to show you that it weighs the exact same in either state. So something I really want to show you guys is that this is in a solid state right now. So I'm going to show you guys that this weighs the same in a solid state as it does in the liquid state. Okay, and now everything is completely liquid. It's the exact same amount and it weighs the exact same. All right, so now for the visual demonstration. So I'm actually going to show you guys what the weight looks like when it is filled with water to the little brim. So with these things, with these little tins, it's really nice because you get a fill line right there. But even if you don't get a fill line, you guys can still figure this out. I'm just going to show it just as an example so you guys can visually see what the difference is in the weight of wax and the weight of water. So you guys will need a kitchen scale, a shipping scale, whatever it is. You guys can use either one, and you're going to put your jar or your tin on the scale and you're going to tare it, which is these little buttons right here. They can look different depending on the scale that you use. On this one it says 0, 0. On this one it says off or tare. So you're going to want to make sure you are doing that so that you are not including the weight of your tin, because that would definitely throw off your calculations. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill this up with wax. And this, again, does not have any fragrance oil in it at all. And I'm just going to fill it up until it goes over that line right there. I'm going to go a little bit more. So now I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when I fill up this with water. And again, these are the exact same size tins. And I'm just trying to get leveled so I can see basically to, and of course my camera decided to shut off in the middle of that, but as you guys can see, this one is 6 ounces, this one is 7 ounces, so it is a difference of an ounce in weight between the weight of the water and the weight of the wax. Now this does not mean that in every single calculation it is just an ounce different. These could possibly be a little bit different in the way that I filled them, but I try to fill them as evenly as possible. But I really hope that this visual demonstration helped you guys. Something else that's really important to note before I end this video is to know that the net weight is not a set number for every single vessel. So for instance, for these tins, it does not have to be a 6 ounce candle. It could be a 5.5 ounce candle or a 5 ounce candle. It does not have to be a 6 ounce candle. It all just depends on the level that you want it to sit at on your jar. So for instance, for jars like these that don't have a line on them and you don't really know exactly how to figure it out, just fill it up to the amount that you want to fill it up to. There is no right or wrong answer with it. For instance, for my candles, a lot of people would probably think that this is too low and you could fill it up a little bit more. These are 9.5 ounce candles. That's where it's sitting at right there, but you could easily make this a 10 ounce candle just by filling it up a little bit higher. But anyways, guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really hope that it helped those of you out that have been struggling or not really understanding the concept of trying to find the net weight versus the liquid volume of the jar. I know it can get really, really confusing, so I hope this visual demonstration helped those of you that have been struggling. And now by knowing how to figure out the net weight of any vessel, any jar, any container, you are then able to figure out your formula for that one candle by adding in the fragrance oil and exactly how much wax weight and how much fragrance oil weight you would need to fill up that container. So I will link a card up here if you guys have not already seen that video. I go over in depth the really simple formula on how to figure out that calculation so that you guys will be able to make a candle with no overages, no leftover wax, and it's going to be the perfect percentage of fragrance oil to wax that you want to use for your candle. But anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching today's video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.